Giving a few people a few minutes to get on. Let everyone see that I'm alive. This is the late afternoon show with the Big Larry. Letting y'all know some news. Nothing bad, nothing good, nothing about Vaughn. Besides, I ain't seen Vaughn on. What's the matter, Stinky? Did you get chased off? John Way won't let you get back on? Aw. Them trolls ain't watching you no more, so you ain't getting enough money, so John Way had to take you offline. Poor Vaughn. Over. Hey, Blue Lamp. Do you call it Blue Lamp or Boo Lamp? I just call you Lamp. Yeah, bored. Did my exercise today. Did my doctor's appointments today. Figured I'd just get on here and say hi. I went offline early this morning. Something went down with my internet. It went down. I couldn't do nothing. So we went ahead and went and got ready for the therapy. I did my head scan today. We did the back scan today. Bracelet. Bracelet. I own two of them. Both of them today. I was literally told by the emergency room. Yeah. Okay, I thought so. That's why I said blue. But I was seen by the emergency room today. Got really lightheaded, real hot and sweaty on my way to the appointment. Thank God I was there at the emergency room area, so they just took me over to the emergency room, checked my blood pressure, checked my sugar, checked everything. They said I was fine. My heart was fine. They don't know why I'm dizzy. So the emergency doctor called for a CAT scan, and he turned around and looked at my files and said, "Oh, that's what you're here for anyway." So, yep, you're going back for the CAT scan. And I was like, all right. They checked me. I won't know the test results for 2, 3 days. He said to call my doctor. The doctor will tell me what it came out with. But I wanted to let y'all know I'm here. Both of my boys helped me get out of the house. I didn't have to call the fire department or the ambulance. My boys were able to put me in the car. The boys were able to bring me out of the car, and they literally did not put me in the wheelchair. They walked me all the way in and to my neighbor. My neighbor also gave them a helping hand where she walked in front of me to make sure I wasn't going to fall forward. So it helps to have 250-pound boys. They're about the same size as me, so I knew they'd be good to protect me, one on each side, to make sure I'm not going to fall backwards, forwards, or side to side. Were doing the touching the ground and moving myself. They just helped me to keep me from falling. And everybody says they're proud of me today. I did really good. Even though I had to go through the emergency room, I did good. Back to work. All right, Silver. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. Don't work too hard. Enjoy the money when you get it. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's payday, so that's a good thing. I wasn't on tonight, but I just figured what to do. There ain't much else to do. I can get on here and play games. Tomorrow morning, the boys are going to come in here when they both wake up, and we're going to head towards the shower. We're going to get me in the shower for a half hour or so, whatever it takes me to get clean again. Then bring me back out here. My wife will dry me off and help me put some clothes on. I mean, I can pull my pants up. I just can't reach all the way down there to put my legs in them. So, and the nurses said, or my therapist and my nurse both said that they have things out there nowadays that can help you do that. So, they're going to be bringing that this week. I don't know if it's one of them little, what do they call them? Alligator clips or whatever. I don't know what she's going to bring, but she said she'll bring me something to help me. They called while I was gone today. Want to know how everything went, and my son says they're still over there. They're right there where you're at. You're at the hospital clinic. He's at the hospital emergency room and the x-ray rooms. Had the IRS call me today. I would think Von Hilton tried to turn me in or something. But they don't have this number. Nobody has this number, really. Just 2 or 3, 4 or 5 people. That's it. It's going. It's going, Shade. Doctor appointments are over. I did pretty good today. Next doctor appointment is June 8th, and that is with my family doctor to get all the test results on the back and the brain. See if he can figure out what's wrong with these legs. But they are working. They're still working. They just need some tender loving care took to them. They need to be worked out a little stronger. I'm walking on them. I just can't put a lot of weight because they get shaky on me. So as long as I got both of my boys walking on the side of me, I can walk. That's literally how I got up the stairway. That's how I got down the whole front porch and got in my front door. With a little help of the neighbor. I have a real good neighbor, people. She ain't even my neighbor anymore. She come up here. She had a doctor's appointment. She drove up early just to say hi, and she heard I had a doctor's appointment. She's like, Larry, I'll take you. You don't have to call the ambulance. You don't have to get Daniel Boone to come out and take you. I'll take you. And I was like, okay. That's when you know you have good friends. You know, I don't know. Can I still call her neighbor? Because she's not my neighbor no more. She's my friend. She used to be an ex-neighbor. And I think she's cousin. I'd have to go back in the family tree about 4 generations back, but I literally think she's one of my cousins. I know Miss Big Alice Hilton, Aunt Alice, and little Alice Hacker were best friends. That's why they wanted to be buried up there together. Hey, Larry, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you, handyman. I was just watching one of your videos before I went live. The one with Von Hilton and the Dracula thing. Dracula's cape. That's what it was. Dracula's cape. So I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm good. I mean, as far as I know, I still got my common sense. They said they'll let me know what happened with the test results today. I got one band for the testing and the other band when I went through the emergency room. They are now saying they think what made me really lightheaded and dizzy are my pills. Because they had me on 3 different high blood pressure pills. When she took my blood pressure, she says it was perfect today. So I don't know why I got real sweaty, lightheaded, real dizziness, like I was going to collapse. As soon as I told that nurse that, they were all coming running.
I think I might walk to this.
Mailbox? Okay. You want to take one of the boys with you? Or you don't have to. You can take the kiddies with you. They'll walk with you. That's an awful long way for the mailbox. I'm thinking about ripping that mailbox out and putting a new mailbox up. Or not even taking that mailbox out, tell him not to even use it and put one down here at our driveway. I'll talk to the landlord about it. Because, I mean, everybody else has their regular one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's good to walk.
Well, I know it's good for you to walk, baby. It's good for me to walk, too. And hopefully sooner or later I can do it. But that's almost a block to our mailbox. Yeah, I hope I'm not going in and out. It is the evening hour, and Windstream ain't too hot in the evenings because everybody's trying to get on. Doing some research for my stream tomorrow night. Cool, cool. Yeah, Handyman, I wish I could be like you and Gray Alien and all you guys where you're really computer smart wise. Because I sure love to do some of that. Yes. Yeah, I mean, we're comfortable here. I'm so happy because I'm only, like I said, something happens to me right now. I go to have a heart attack. I know that ambulance will be in my front door in 3 minutes. Not 30, not 45, 3 minutes. Yep, exactly. Anything happens to the wife, we are 3 minutes from the hospital. Like I told the wife, I'm going to miss Larry when he goes back to school because he was definitely a big help being home today. Him and Arnold, like I said, helped me out the door, off the porch, into the car. They also pulled me out of the car, walked me my driveway, walked me up the stairway, walked the porch, and walked me in the house. These are two big boys, so I knew if I went to fall, they'd be able to catch me. Well, you know I'll be watching, Handyman. As long as it's tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning, I'm in the tub or shower. I'm going to take the shower and told the wife I might even go out in the kitchen and even help her make meatloaf. Okay. I was going to ask you got one of the boys with you. Arnold walks 10 feet ahead of you, though. I think he's your security guard. Hey, your kitties are following you. Sorry, guys. That's cool. I knew what you meant. I live in a town where in Virginia, 40 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes to the nearest hospital. Something happens to you, like a heart attack or something, you could be dead before the ambulance got to you. That's 45 minutes to you, 45 minutes back to the hospital. That's an hour and a half. We are 3 minutes from the hospital. I am like 2 minutes, minute and a half from the fire department. They can literally turn their sirens coming out of the fire station, and I can hear their sirens here. Cool, cool. I'm definitely going to watch it, Handyman. Yes. Well, him on, or I see anything, I'll tell him to get a hold of you. I mean, he's come to my show a couple of times, and we talked a little bit. And like I told him, don't talk bad about me. I don't talk bad about you. That's just how it goes. And before he believes anything that Von Hilton tells him, come over and talk to me. Hear both stories, and then he can believe whatever he wants to believe. Okay, you have his number. You called ahead. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he'll get a hold of you, Handyman. And now I got a gentleman sending me some real Canadian flag down here. Yeah, he works the evenings. He'll get back to you. Yep, one of my viewers is going to send me a real Canadian flag. And I won't say his name out here yet. Yeah, everybody knows him here. But, I'm going to be honest. Will I really fly the Canadian flag? I don't care to fly it. I mean, Canadian's a beautiful country, beautiful flag, beautiful everything. But I do like my Canada maple leaf back there. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you leave him a message. Exactly. And he'll get back to you when he can. Well, usually he does evening shows anyway, so that's kind of good for him. But he's usually late evenings, 10, 11, midnight, 1. He got my hours all switched up when I started watching him for a while. They keep our northern border safe. God bless them. Yes. Good people love the country. Like I said, I've been up there a couple times. I've been up to the casino. I've been up to a bunch of their fishing spots where we were buying 1,300 pounds of fish at one time. We worked for a fish store. So they went up there and bought like a bunch of different cases of fish. And we bring it back and they sell them in the stores. Yeah, gave us John Candy. That's enough said. He's a laugh and a half. I don't know about King, but he's pretty damn good. Okay. Looks like it's just me and you, anyways, Handy Man. No one else is talking to me. Well, we got 10 viewers. My wife gets home, I'm gonna have her cut these hospital bands off of me because I don't know where the scissors are. They're probably in the kitchen. You know what I had for dinner, don't y'all? That nasty shit I used to have. Yeah, you got it right. But hey, they owed me a whopper. I was collecting. They're sitting watching what we say, like Vaughn murdered his mother. Yeah, he did. Hello, man with the pan. Yeah, I've seen that, handyman. You think he's going to break Von Hilton's record of 106 days? He's climbing. I hear Gravelin moving around. She must be walking back on the driveway. I got a nice little driveway, so that's a good thing. Someone pulls up on my driveway, I can hear them. I knew the neighbor was here before, before she even got all the way up in my driveway. I heard her hit the gravel. Do I want it? Car insurance. Don't need it yet. It ain't due until the 1st. Yeah, we ain't seen his wife at all. Exactly. And heard him talking to her. Now, I literally think that her dad probably bought a house out in the country for just him. She's still living in that apartment building. She's still in town. They just moved him out to the big doghouse or whatever. But it's like everyone says. You keep saying, "Well, I'm going to work. I'm going to work." You're telling me the air boss will let you wear that Mets shirt for 23 straight days going to work? No, my bosses would have said so. I don't know. I don't care what his job is. The only job he'd get away with wearing the same damn shirt is horse stalls. Playing with the horse vaginas. Because if he's out in public, there is no way they're going to let him wear that same shirt for 23 straight days. There ain't no way he's working in a meat store or a grocery store or even Kmart's, Walmart's, or any of that shit wearing that. 1-2 days maybe, but that's it, tops. Or does he change clothes and goes and works, and then when Susie comes home, throws that nasty shirt back on just to get us to talk? I don't know. I don't care. It's nasty. Get the damn thing washed. At least if I wear a shirt one day and I'm sweating, it's hot out, that shirt's headed straight to the washer. It ain't going back on my body. My body already has enough problems with it sweating. I don't need no nasty ass shirt on me to help. And hello, Richard. Glad to see someone's talking. Hey, Buster. Yeah, Larry's doing an evening show tonight. I had an early one. It was only an hour and a half, and for some reason my internet went down. So I went ahead and went through my physical therapy today. I went and had my brain scanned and my back scanned. And then I was ran to the emergency room for sweating and dizziness, like I was going to pass out. So they ran me through. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if you're wearing it every day to work out, and that's a different story. I mean, that shirt's made for that. I have no idea, Buster. I'm getting therapy 2, 3 times a week, and I've got a private nurse coming out twice a week. So every day in the week, I'm busy. I do have something going on every day. I'm sitting inside a machine watching the Big Larry show. Hey, hey, how's it going, Nate? So you need to change your bedding every day. Well, not every day, every 2, 3 days. I don't want it to look too comfortable. They might want to try to crawl in it. Oh boy, here we go. Buster Dave. Larry, have you been following your doctor's orders? Didn't you say he told you to stop drinking coffee and smoking? He never told me to quit drinking coffee. He just told me to start drinking more water. And he's been trying to get me to quit smoking for over a year. I've went through the pills, I went through the patches, and nothing works. I tell the doctor that I've been smoking since I was 12 years old. I've been smoking cigarettes more than he is old. My doctor ain't but about 26, 30 if he's lucky. Maybe coming up on the 30 mark. I've been smoking cigarettes for 45 years. It's hard to just say, oh, here, quit. I think my worst time to quitting, though, is like after you eat. That really, you want to get full, you want to sit back, relax, enjoy, smoke a cigarette. I they said another thing, and one of my nurses also said it to me: quit smoking cigarettes and start smoking more painkiller. The only problem with that is right now them painkillers are more expensive than the cigarettes. I'm buying a pack of cigarettes for $6.50 a pack, and I'm getting 20 of them. I can go spend $20 on the painkiller and only get three. Oh, I know. I know God's going to try to help me. I'm going to say half pack, 3/4 of a pack. Oh, man, I have my own painkillers going right now. I just got to wait till harvest time. And hopefully no one finds them. Yep. It's just like he wants me to quit smoking my painkillers. He wants me to go to gummies. Somebody said the gummies have more THC. I don't know. I've never tried them. Oh, he's definitely going to do that. Now, he's probably already out of money. Oh, I didn't smoke no pills. My painkillers, I have to roll up every day. I don't roll the pills up. Sorry. Can't grow gummies. You're right on that, Wood. I really don't know exactly. I heard it was quite a few years. Yes, Richard, that is exactly what I mean. The natural painkiller. It's what I've always known it as, the natural painkillers. It ain't something made by man. It's made by the earth and by God. And I didn't go hog wild on Burger King. I didn't even eat half of a Whopper. I'm drinking Sprite. It's not Dr. Pepper or Coke. It's a Sprite. We're liking it. I mean, it takes a few days or a few months to get used to. We really won't know if it's going to work for us perfectly until winter to trying to stay warm. Yes, Chuck Norris. Well, a lot of them don't know him, but they have heard of him because of what other people say, how he treated his mother. That is the main thing right there, why nobody likes Vaughn, because of the way he treats his mother. Yes, Monkey, it's Big Larry's evening show. Yeah, I know. He thinks he knows everything about medical advice now just because he cleaned bedpans. Hell, there's candy stripes that change bedpans. Let's be real. Yeah, I usually am Davenport. I usually try to play Santa Claus in the winter. A lot of my family members want me to get the outfit and everything, and they even said they'd pay me. I got the big belly and I'm getting the beard. And the wife says I laugh like a boa jelly. Oh, it shakes like a boa jelly. Yeah, it's making extra money. Larry loves to streams. Yes. I like to stream. I love to be in on YouTube. I like to have friends. These are friends here that I've never ever met, and probably some of you I hope I do meet, and some I hope I don't.
You said you wanted me?
No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't say I needed you for something, son.
For some reason, I thought you yelled.
No,
Alright.
I'm live. Well, I appreciate that, Davenport. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not a Von Hilton. I don't know everything. I ain't been around for 300 years. I'm just a 57-year-old man that grew up in a big city and moved to a little country town. And fell in love with some of the family members that I did not know. And boy, did it bite me in the ass. But I'm going to tell you right now, I still love Aunt Alice to death, no matter what her son's trying to do or thinks he's going to do to me. He ain't going to do shit to me. The only thing he's going to do to me is he's going to get an ass whipping. He keeps fucking around. I'm not like you guys. I don't live 800 miles away from him. I live within a half hour from him. What? I go to jail for beating him up? Been there, done that. County jail ain't shit to me. Give me a cot and 3 meals a day. You're only going to hold me, what, maybe 6 months, maybe a year at the most? Then you're going to let me loose. But Von Hilton, the year after I get out of prison or jail or whatever I go to, you're still going to be in the hospital. Well, and that's the good thing. Windstream or Wildstar, for him to quit mentioning me. That's the best thing he can do. He leaves me out of his conversations and I'll leave him out of mine. Same thing with John Way. They leave me out of their conversations and I'll stay out of it. They start running, well, unless he's running his mouth on Uncle Jim, then I'm going to get involved. Because that is my uncle. It is the bloodline Frost. He runs his mouth to Ronnie Ray. I will get involved. Well, not when he's saying he's still suing me for $88 million. He's still suing me for $36,000 for back rent for 8 years. Kind of hard to forget when you're going to have to go to court for it. Sounds like we got new neighbors moving in. I knew that trailer wouldn't stay empty long. Well, I'm glad he hasn't. As long as he keeps my name out of his mouth, mine out of his. Or you know what I mean. I literally would like to start doing shows without having J-Dubs, John Way, or Vaughn involved. I'm moving up onto the east side. That's it. You know, I might even be coming down with the head cold. I literally think it was my pills today that made me real dizzy. And she says it could be because on the bottles of pills, there are 2 pills that I take. It says, watch out in direct sunlight. So I think all doctor's appointments for now on will be made first thing in the morning, which is going to suck for me because that day the Big Larry show would have to be canceled. Yeah, talk about daily life. It's wonderful. I live in a nice little town. I live in a nice little house here. Got good neighbors, got good friends. Have great friends, as I'm talking about all you guys. Great fire department, great ambulance service. I have it all right at my fingertips now. All I have to do is make one phone call and have somebody here within minutes. So life is definitely grand. I'm not eating TV dinners every night. And I didn't eat McNasties. I didn't go to McDonald's and get them double fish sandwiches that are supposed to be so good. Well, I do show outsides in the morning hours. I have showed a few of them. Yeah, I am moving on, Star. We are moving on. I don't know if the sunlight's going to give you too bright. I don't know what you guys can see. There's my yard. My neighbor's house is over there. There's my truck, of course. Y'all know the Chevy Trailblazer. Got me some new tires put on it, some new rims put on it. Trying to make it look a little better. Hoping by the end of next month I'm going to be driving that bad boy again. Yes, I know. And I agree, Handyman. That's what everyone's interested in. They want to see people ramping and raving and going off. Yeah, that's the $20 million truck I got. The diamond wheels with ruby hubs and crystal, whatever that goes on the air things. I will. I will definitely say that, Handyman. Well, I'm not doing no running yet, but I'm getting better. I'm getting up and walking, and that's the good thing. My wife will be honest. She'll tell you, I was up walking today.
Yeah, he was.
Was I walking, baby?
Yes, he was.
Here, yes, I was. I was walking with my boys' help, but they didn't have to hold me. They'd just be in there for guidelines to help just in case I fell. Now, my steps might only been about 6 to 8 inches apart. They ain't no 2, 3 foot like I'm used to. I mean, hell, I walk a block in about 6 steps when I was younger, but now it takes a little bit more time. That must be the vehicle that the new people are moving in. They just turned around in our driveway. And I don't understand why. They got a spot to turn around. I'm going to put no trespassing signs up there. The landlord said I could. We didn't get no double A batteries today. I forgot all about them, and we need them keys too. That way, when he collects the rent, I can give him a key to the house. I told him I wanted him to have one. I think all landlords should have a key to every one of their houses, just in case of emergencies. That's just me. Some people don't like it, some people do. He has to give me a 24-hour notice before he's doing a house inspection, though. I've woken up to homeless people sleeping in my truck. I believe that, Richard. I really do. They're going to sleep anywhere they can. Were they on the inside or were they in the truck? Literally, when I moved down to Florida, I lived in the park for a week, almost 2 weeks. I think it was like 11 days until I made up enough money to get myself an apartment. That sucks. I had someone break into one of my cars when I lived up in Ohio. The only thing they took was a $5 pool stick. It cost me almost $75 to get the window fixed. Yeah. Well, still, that don't give her no reason to break your ashtray. She should at least paid for it or something. So you knew who she was. She wasn't homeless. You knew who she was. And it sounds like you were giving her a place to stay for a minute. But you went to sleep early. Yeah, personally, I thought today was Friday for a while. Then I realized it was Thursday. Some reason this whole week I've been running ahead of schedule or behind schedule, one or the other. On Tuesday, I thought it was Wednesday. On Wednesday, I thought it was Tuesday. Okay. And I'm not drinking Dr. Pepper. I'm drinking Sprite. So Sprite must be good for you because the hospital serves it. Yep. So tomorrow we're gonna make meatloaf. Me and the wife. I'm gonna go in there and try to help the wife make some meatloaf tomorrow. Help her throw all the ingredients in, and we might even make two of them because she don't like some stuff that I like to put in them. I mean, I've known to do broccoli in meatloaf. I've known to put green beans in meatloaf, cheese meatloaf, even bacon in meatloaf. Bacon meatloaf's pretty good. Bacon and cheese. And I use the mozzarella because it melts better. Last time we made it was a couple months back and it fell apart on her. And she asked me why's hers fall apart and mine didn't. And I think it's because she didn't use enough crackers and eggs. Two, she was trying to dig it out when it was hot. It's best to cook the meatloaf and then let it sit there about a half hour and cool off. Dump all the grease out of it and just let it sit there and cool. Let it start to hard up a little bit. Then you start dishing it out. You've never made meatloaf? Oh, yeah, I make lots of meatloafs. I've even made cupcake meatloafs before. They're all cupcake sizes. Because I made them cupcake once because I didn't know if Larry would eat them. So I made a small one to see if Larry would try it. And he did. He likes them. So now we make the big ones. Usually when I make a meatloaf, it can go 3 days. They're 10 pounds of hamburger. It's a 3-day meal. Even though we don't have it 3 straight days. We'll have it one day. I'll drop a lot of it in the freezer, and then in the next week, she wants to have it. She pulls out one of them bags that are sitting in the freezer, and she warms it up in the air fryer or in the skillet or in the microwave, and our dinner's ready. I like making the lasagna, but it costs me too much. It cost me $100 to make lasagna. My mom's spaghetti took her 13 hours to make. I believe that, handyman. Honestly, spaghetti tastes better. The longer that sauce cooks, the better it tastes. I always thought spaghetti tastes better the second day. In other words, cook it, eat a little bit, put it away in the refrigerator overnight. Next night, put it back in the crock pot, let it cook all day. That night, that shit is delicious. Low and slow, exactly. My sauce comes from a jar. Some of my sauce comes from jars, but some of it comes from cans and some are fresh. I don't use the onion powder. I use real onions. We don't use mushroom powder. We use real mushrooms. Yeah, the sauce tastes better the day after. Yes. And I think it's because it cooks so long. The spaghetti noodles, no. They only take about 20-25 minutes and they're ready. It's that sauce that cooks that long. One thing I ain't tried, and I've heard people talk about it, it's supposed to be good, pretty good. And that's that, how they say it? Second bake spaghetti. They're baking spaghetti in the oven. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you could do that in 10 minutes. It matters which pasta you're using. And boy, I would love to grow up in the Italian area because I love them Italian foods. But this is Big Larry talking. I love all foods. It ain't Italian. It could be Mexican, Chinese, even Canadian if they got some. I like all foods. Well, my wife, it takes 25 minutes. I think my favorite noodle, or my wife's favorite noodle, is macaroni noodles. She makes a lot of macaroni and cheese. She eats that stuff like crazy. If she could, she'd put it on the dinner plate every night. I don't use much olive oil, Richard, but I think I'm going to start trying it. I want to check it out. I've literally never used olive oil to cook with. I've put it on a salad or two. Yeah. Yeah, we love tacos. We love burritos. Mexican beans and rice. Okay, I have to remember that, Richard. Chicken parmesan. Yeah, that is pretty cheap. Well, I don't know. Chicken's going up pretty. Chicken's been going skyrocketed just like hamburgers. So the wife was pretty good. She ended up getting I called over to Save a Lot and asked him, "Hey, what's your 70/30 going for right now?" And I think he told me it was 2.39 a pound. I sent her over there to get 100 pounds of hamburger. She said she took all the 5 pound rolls and she took two of the 10 pound rolls. And of course, 10 pound rolls are the spaghetti and meatballs and the meatloaf. The other ones will be tacos and hamburgers and goulash or whatever else we're trying. Wow. Yeah, New York City. I knew where you meant. Have you traveled, Larry? What country would you, if you had the chance, go to? Country? I don't know. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go drink some umbrella drinks. My wife wants to go to Jamaica. I can just stay in the United States of America and enjoy it, as long as I'm going towards the West Coast and not just this East Coast. I've been through all the East Coast almost. I ain't been to New York, of course, because I want to go there. I want to go over to New Jersey and go see Buddy and check out some of his suites. I heard they're pretty good. I'd love to go see the Statue of Liberty, but then I'd like to go see Mount Rushmore. I like to go see the Grand Canyon. I just want to get out and see the world. That's the United States. If I can go to any country in the world, I don't know. Australia. I hear it's very beautiful down there. But I hear a lot of places are beautiful. I mean, it just matters where you're at. If you're in the heart of a big old city or if you're on a little countryside, it matters where you're at. Me, I don't think I could ever live in a big city again. I think I've become country wised, as I call it. I like living in the country. I like peace and quiet. I like to smoke my 420 out on my front porch and not be bothered by the police or no neighbors. If I have to piss off my porch, I can walk out there and piss off my porch and have nobody complain about it. Yes, and that's what I said. I mean, I know I do have people that live over there right now. So, I mean, I hear it's a very beautiful country. But I think that's anywhere you go if you're in the right neighborhood. All the way around the world, there's bad spots and there's good spots. It just matters what you're looking for. You know, my wife says she wants to go to Jamaica, and she ain't a smoker, so I want to know why she wants to go to Jamaica. But hey, if that's what she wants, it could happen. Me and my $1,000 bills that I got out of them jars will take me and her to Jamaica. 88 million. I can do anything I want. I can travel all 5 of them if I want. Yes, I know, and that sucks too. Because you see everybody down there smoking that I heard.
Ready?
Yes, dear.
Only got my machine to work.
Good.
365.
That number sounds familiar. What's 365? The month and year I was born. 365.
Oh, did you want to eat receipt?
Mm,
You know.
for what? Burger King?
No.
Or for what you spent? Yeah, I don't need them.
The dollar store pop.
Don't need them. All that's on them's the pop telling me what's left on the food stamp card. I can pretty well guess what's on it. Or I can just dial the number and it'll tell me exactly what's on it.
You want me to keep that thing though?
Take what thing off? Oh, yeah, baby, we'll get the. When you were going to get the mail, I said I was going to have you take them off, and I've been doing this live and forgot all about it. You went to Jamaica as a pro tennis player for 3 weeks. Played tennis one time. Wow.
You did. Okay.
Yeah, I bet you they did. Thank you, honey. My hands are released. No more hospital bands. Hell, Richard, that could have been, they could be buying bags of candy for a penny down there. You don't know. I remember here in the United States, I'd go to the store with a nickel and come home with a whole big round little bag full of candy. Beautiful country of beautiful people. Yes. $7:30. Well, I didn't want to get on here long. I just wanted to get on here and say hi, let everybody know I'm alive. I did get up and take my test today. Everything went fine besides being admitted to the emergency room for about 20 minutes because of lightheaded and dizziness. We think it could have something to do with the sun, could have to do with my pills and the sun together. But Larry learned a lesson. The next doctor's appointment will be at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, where the sun ain't even up yet. Yeah, I believe that, Richard. I do. Yep, I got about 2 weeks before I go see my family doctor. He'll give me all my test results of everything that happened for today. But she said everything was fine. My blood pressure was fine. My heartbeat was fine. My sugar count was great. So, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I got a few of yous from Australia over there, so they're usually on my morning shows. You know that. You all know I'm a morning man. I get up early to do live morning shows. Sometimes Larry sneaks in the evening hours and gets on here and says hi to everyone, the ones I don't get to see through the day. And there's a few of you I see in the mornings too, like Richard, like Handyman. Simple Christie. Think I've seen you on my morning show a few times. It's illegal here right now too for recreational purposes, but medical purposes it's been passed. They just got to figure out how they're going to build these buildings and how they're going to do everything. Kentucky's slow on everything. Court cases, children's services, even legalizing marijuana. They're about the last to do anything. But it still ain't going to stop me. I mean, come on. First year California legalized it. They brought in somewhere over $0.8 million in the first year. Yeah. Here they're about 1,200, Richard. Yeah, exactly. Are you getting it from the Spencer area though? Because my cousin, he goes to the Spencer area every Friday. He'll be there tomorrow, and he's buying 2 ounces every Friday, and he only pays $90 a piece for them. And he can even smell and look at the bud and everything before he even buys it. Okay. So yeah, you can get a quarter pound for about $400 out of the Spencer area. But then you got to wonder how much THC's in it. Because that's them doctoring it. They're playing with that ingredients. That's man-made stuff. That's not growing out in the country or in the mountains of Kentucky. It is hand grown with special ingredients being put in it or took out of it or anything. We don't know what they do to it unless you are the grower. Yeah. They must have got scared, Richard. Well, people, Big Larry's going to get off here. I'm going to call it an evening on the big evening show of Big Larry. I'm probably going to end up finishing my Whopper and getting me another pot, see what's going on tonight, see if there's any good shows on the YouTube tonight. That's how we've been watching our TVs, through the YouTube, so we might watch that Jeff Dunham or whatever, that comic. We watch a lot of him. The other day, me and the wife sat here and watched Man in the Moon with Reese Witherspoon's. That was one of my mom's favorites, and my wife loves it too. So I'm just going to get off here. Hour and 13 minutes, 20 viewers, 12 thumbs up. Thumbs up me as I get ready to leave, people. That way I know that you guys appreciated me coming on tonight. Peace out to all of you.